Welcome, wrestling fans, for another wrestling podcast. This time, we're going to discuss this Sunday Hell in a Cell between the best in the world, CM Punk, versus Ryback and his manager, Paul Heyman, in a handicap match. And I have a friend here. We're going to discuss this. So, tell everyone who you are, Matt.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Matt. W9 if you want. Check out my channel. I don't want to take too much time up, but yeah, that's my link. So sub, check it out. You know all this stuff.
Yep. So let's get down to the bottom line and discuss this certain match at Hell in a Cell this Sunday.
I guess I'm gonna have to say this feud is kind of dragged a little bit with Punk and Ryback. It's just kind of just a placeholder, I think, until Punk, if he leaves for a short time, maybe he comes back to the Rumble, maybe he wins the Rumble, who knows? But this is just really a feud, just like a throwaway feud, just really for Punk to have something to do. I mean, and now that I'm surprised on the cell, but then again, I'm not. Paul Heyman, I think Punk will eventually get his hands on Paul Heyman and probably destroy him. I'm a big fan of Paul Heyman on television, though, so I kind of like the feud, but then again, I'm not a big fan of my back, so.
Yeah, I totally agree. I really want CM Punk back in the title picture. I don't know if other viewers agree with this, but I think this feud is kind of getting watered down, and I really wish WWE did better with this, but they're not focused on this feud because it's not a title picture. But whatever. But I really agree with you, Matt. I hopefully this Sunday will end the freaking feud. But if it doesn't, then it probably will continue on at Survivor Series, and I don't want that any further than that. You know what I'm saying, Matt?
Yeah, I think the only other thing I can think of is a possibility of maybe Team Punk versus Team Heyman at Survivor Series, maybe?
Maybe, but who's going to join forces with Paul Heyman? That's the question, if they're going to go with the feud at Survivor Series, if they're going to continue.
I would say it would be probably Ryback, Axel, maybe, to be honest, I couldn't even put together a team.
Lesnar? Maybe Lesnar?
Yeah, maybe Lesnar. I can even see Paul Heyman being on the team because it is his team.
Yeah, I remember, was it last year? It was supposed to be Foley versus, was it Punk?
Yeah, it was Team Punk versus Team Foley, I believe.
And they scrapped the idea. I mean, I like to see Foley compete, but they never did that. I mean, I guess they changed their mind the last minute because I was there live in Indianapolis, Indiana for Survivor Series, and I prefer to see Team Foley versus Team Punk, but they changed their mind.
I think they want Punk to defend the belt.
Yeah, but still, they should. You don't have to defend the belt every single pay-per-view,
No, you don't. It just, no. You really don't have to have it every show.
Nope. Now, I made this a while back. Instead of having Paul Heyman in that Hell in a Cell, why don't do like they did in AWA days, put like Jim Cornette up there, like they did back in the day, so they should do like they did for Paul Heyman, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, because Paul Heyman's character has kind of been, it's really been shoved down the throat. Paul Heyman gets a lot of airtime. Would you agree? He's on a lot.
Yeah. Of course, he's a manager of Lesnar when Lesnar was on TV. Punk when he was a manager of Punk. Now he's a manager of Axel. Yes, he gets too much airtime, but he's a freaking good manager. He knows his wrestling shit. He grows up with the ECW. You know what I'm saying? I can't really describe it, but you know what I'm saying about the ECW stuff.
He did a lot for the wrestling business in the '90s, the 2000s. I mean, I am a fan of Paul Heyman, so I like seeing him on TV. But I like Punk as a heel, so I kind of hope Punk joins back with Heyman in the near future. But he probably won't. But
no, because then it'd be the pointless of this feud.
Do you ever see Punk back with Heyman, or maybe not anytime soon?
No, not anytime soon.
Maybe eventually in the future.
Maybe, or maybe Punk will make us another group of his own.
Yeah, like an SES or the new Nexus when he was running that group.
Yeah, speaking of Nexus, I prefer the original Nexus than um, the Wade Barrett version. That Wade Barrett version sucks ass. I don't give a damn what anybody says. It did. The core, come on now.
Were you a fan of the new Nexus under Punk's management or not really?
No, because I hear when they say the new Nexus, it's just call it the Nexus. You know.
Was Punk not probably a good leader or
I think he was a good leader, but I think though he just I don't know. I think wrestling fans prefer Wade Barrett than over the Nexus. I mean over Punk, but that's just my opinion. But I think Punk did a good um, as a that stable. But the Punk versus Wade Barrett, I think that match is okay. It was not the best match, you know.
I would agree. I would agree. I mean, it's Punk's in a bad year, I would say, in a way as well. In a way, would you?
Yeah, he's in a slump, but I really, hopefully, he takes some time off, like you said a few minutes ago, come back around Rumble time and win it for the first time in his WWE career, and also for the first time he could actually headline WrestleMania. He should have done that last year and before that, but all the guys take a spotlight, like of course John Cena, Triple H, Lesnar, and the guys who needs a spotlight, but whatever. But it doesn't make any fucking sense. You know what I'm saying, Matt?
No, it doesn't. Punk should have main evented. Him and Taker, I think, had the best match at Mania 29.
Yep. Of course, Punk did most of the work because Taker's getting old and he can't hardly move or not like that. But but this is not about Taker. This is mostly about Punk. I like Punk ever since he debuted in the WWE. A lot of people like him ever since he came in the wrestling business, but I didn't follow him in the ROH days because I don't have that kind of network, so I can't really do it. I know I can watch on YouTube, but it's not the same atmosphere, Matt.
Agreed. It's kind of hard to watch a show on YouTube because you gotta set your computer and watch it. You know?
Yep, and you gotta get rid of these stupid commercials and all that bullshit. But what's your thoughts on CM Punk? Do you think he's gonna resign with the company? I know his contract is gonna expire very shortly, correct or no?
I think it's expiring July of next year, right? I believe.
Yeah, but I hopefully they don't use a same storyline they did in 2011 as it contract expires. You know?
Yeah, I don't want to get off topic here, but I don't know if you know this. TNA is actually going to be using the 2011 storyline this Thursday.
Yes. Plus, I don't know if anyone knows, I have a podcast with my other friend named Tony. So check it out. It's called AJ Styles' New Teenage Champion. So check it out, my wrestling fans.
Check it out, guys. Tony's a great guy.
Yes, he is. He knows his wrestling shit and all
As
that,
do you.
all that good jazz. Okay, back to what I was saying about the CM Punk. Now, do you like him with his first stables, or what's your stable do you like for Punk?
My favorite scene with Punk was probably the Straight Society. I like the Straight Society better than the New Nexus. That's my opinion.
Yeah, me too. Do you like him with the long hair? I'm not being goofy. I like the look. What like you like him with the short hair, long hair, or does it really matter to you, Matt?
I'll be honest. I like Punk. I like long haired Punk just because I know this is biased, but I kind of got the same hairstyle.
Yeah, I try that. Yeah, listen to this, the rest of the fans. I actually had long hair back in the day. This is way before I started making YouTube videos, and it didn't work out very well for me. So I decided to um, cut it short. Um, Probably the reason Punk really cut it because probably got tired of um, combing it and trimming it. It's a pain in the ass.
It is. It is. As you know, I've had long hair for quite a while, so.
Oh yeah, I know you for a long time. Same thing for Tony.
I did have short hair on YouTube like 3 or 4 years ago, but I grew my hair out since then.
See, so I just like to see Punk going with other guys. Ryback is just a mid card. He'll never be the main eventer. Same thing for Axel. I don't give a damn what anybody says. He will always be a main eventer. I mean, not main eventer, mid carder because he's the IC champion, and I don't know, just don't make no sense with his character. I think they got to repackage again Ryback because it's bullshit with the Ryback. You know.
And Ryback actually, he made event. The last pay-per-view he made event, I believe, was Payback, the Three Stages of Hell.
Yeah, and I was there live, and after that, he's going downhill. You know, I know
Were
he
you a
beat.
fan? Were you a fan of the match? Did Ryback work a good match?
I can't really describe it, but it was okay. It was pretty good live, but probably on TV, probably a different atmosphere, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say the match was horrible because actually, I think it was an okay hardcore match, which is nothing.
Yep.
But not the best. Not the. I like the one between HBK and Shawn Michaels from 2000 better.
Oh yeah, that was very good.
Came from Armageddon, 02.
Oh yeah.
So, but get back to Triple H. I mean, Punk. Do you think Punk? Were you a fan of Punk's match with Ryback last year,
What, Hell in a Cell match?
2012?
Um, it was good until Brian Maddox did a low blow, and after that, I was not very pleased. But but Punk was on a long title run, so I guess someone's gotta give.
Now, and that's the thing. Like, were you shocked that Punk was such a long reigning champion?
It needed to be done because I don't know when the last time who done it. Who done it last.
I think I would say Cena in 07.
Oh yeah, that was like Super Cena, and I think wrestling fans were bitching then. But now some wrestling fans who don't like Punk still bitches. So I don't understand. No wrestling fan are happy, but for me, I like when Punk was at long title run, but it was time to him lose the belt. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying at the Rumble it was time to go?
For who?
It was at the Royal Rumble it was time for Punk to finally drop it, you think?
Yeah, but not to The Rock because I mentioned this before. I don't know if I made a separate podcast. Probably I didn't. There's no reason The Rock should give a title shot. I don't give a shit if he's the most electrifying guy in the entertainment value, but still, there's no freaking way.
Now, this is the funny thing. He's on the cover of 2K14. Kind of odd.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a lot of wrestling fans are not too happy with that.
Because honestly, isn't it kind of, why is Rock even on? Is Rock even come back for Mania next year?
I don't know.
So, I mean, but Ryback, Punk feud. Hopefully, this is the final encounter. There's nothing else needed for this feud.
Yep.
So, I mean, what else can we say? Who do you think is going to win this match?
Well, on paper, I want to see the best in the world, CM Punk, but in WWE world, they might have Ryback dominate this freaking match, and probably Paul Heyman will pick up the victory once again. Hopefully not, but I really hopefully CM Punk win this match, take some time off, and come back.
So, will this win launch Ryback's career?
Probably not, because he wins, then he's on a long losing streak, and that is not good for some guys. And for example, I heard a lot of reports that hopefully it's not true. He might face like Goldberg at WrestleMania 30. I guess WWE wants Goldberg versus Ryback. I don't want to see that match. Two powerhouses going at it. I mentioned this a while back at WrestleMania 20. That was not a good match. Goldberg versus Lesnar. That match was dog shit.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think Goldberg was the best performer in the world. So.
No, and I know that WWE just promoted his new DVD and Blu-ray, and it's all matches, no documentary. What do you expect? Goldberg has not been in the wrestling world in a while, so they can't get no video footage or interview footage.
Yeah, so honestly, Goldberg really he was only big for really 1 or 2 years in WCW. Not really, I don't think he was that big in WWE. But.
No, not really. He just got squashed by Triple H, but he didn't have a long title run. But we get off subject here, but I just hopefully someone get their ass whooped. I want to see some blood, but it's not gonna happen because it's PG,
Yeah, it's the PG era. So I mean, I hope Punk wins, but I have a feeling Ryback's gonna take this one.
Yeah, and they won't go out of cage because it's PG, and they're gonna stay in the cage, and that's the bottom line because Team Riley says so, and Matt says so. That's it.
I believe though, did they the cage last year during Punk and Ryback or not?
Yeah, I mean, above the cage?
Yeah,
I don't remember. Probably they did, but I don't know how they got out.
I think the match was over and Punk started climbing the cage and Ryback fouled him or something.
See, I prefer they do it during the match, you know?
Yeah, not after. It doesn't really mean as much.
No, I know. Nope.
So, I mean, I'm a fan of the Hell in a Cell structure.
I guess it's okay, but I prefer a guy fall off like this for a Foley, but that's not gonna happen because it's PG. But they could do a little edgy. Come on now, it's pay per view. You know, anything goes on pay per view. You know, that's why you spend all this money on pay per views. You know.
That's why it's not cheap to watch a pay per view broadcast.
Yes, I know that.
So, so yeah, I'd say Ryback for the win, or Paul Heyman will probably get the pinfall.
Oh yeah.
So, you got anything else to add here? Or
No, and that's about it, really. You want to say goodbye to your viewers out there?
I want to I'll give a few shouts if I have the opportunity to.
Yeah, go for it.
I got a shout out to my friend Scott, my other friend Scott, as well as names. I just actually started talking about Scott today. My friend Aaron, my friend Tony, and also my friend Team Ryback. That's about it for me. So what do you got for?
Well, myself, I'm just kidding. Go Dizzy, if you're listening. I know you're out there somewhere. Come back to YouTube. Stephen Breach, I know you recently went to Bound for Glory with your friend Mario. Who else? Freaky Yaya, I know you're there live at Bound for Glory. Lucky guys. Who else? Luke, if you're listening. Zach, both Zachs. My friend Governor Football, aka Nick. I know we don't make that many videos, so come back to YouTube whenever you can. And other friends who I missed all get shoutouts. That's about it. My other friend named Scott. You know him probably on Facebook. Hopefully you're doing well. And that's about it. Oh yeah, my friend named Tony, Aaron. Hopefully you guys doing well. And that's about it, really. You want to say goodbye? Is that it, Matt?
Oh yeah, so thanks you guys for watching this video, and hope you guys enjoy this. Enjoy Hell in a Cell.
Yep, Hell in a Cell this Sunday. So that's about it. The best in the world is out of here. This is Team Rai.
And Matt W9D1.
Yep, that's Matt, and this is Team Rai. Goodbye, everyone. Later.